I could never have imagined I would walk through that curtain almost 5,000 times in 30 years.
For 3 decades, Americans never tired of having the boyish-looking son of Nebraska into their homes.
I'm Ed McMahon. And now, here's Johnny.
Carson taking over as Tonight Show host in 1962, right here in New York, creating memorable characters like Karnak the Magnificent and staging timeless TV moments. When the eccentric Tiny Tim became a pop phenomenon, Carson hosted Tiny's 1969 wedding to Miss Vicky, which won The Tonight Show its biggest ever ratings. The program moved to Burbank, California in 1972.
I had no prior knowledge of the Watergate break-in.
His Watergate jabs at then-President Richard Nixon probably foreshadowed Nixon's historic resignation in 1974. And when Little House on the Prairie star Michael Landon was dying of cancer, he paid a visit to the Tonight set, joking about a letter from one male fan.
You got the big C, was that I did not get enough sex.
Johnny Carson was born in Corning, Iowa, and raised in Nebraska, starting his showbiz career at age 14 as the magician, the Great Carsoni. After World War II service, he took a series of jobs in local radio and television. He got his first break filling in for the host on the Red Skelton Show when Skelton was injured backstage.
Here's Jay Leno.
Carson launched the careers of dozens of comics, including Jay Leno, who took over his spot in 1992, and David Letterman, the former NBC late-night host, who famously lost the Carson seat in a feud with Leno.
I don't know of a person in comedy or television who didn't sort of grow up with Johnny Carson as a role model.
Tonight, Letterman issued a statement which says, in part, it's a sad day for his family and the country. All of us who came after are pretenders. We will not see the likes of him again. He gave me a shot on his show, and in doing so, gave me a career. A night doesn't go by that I don't ask myself, what would Johnny have done? Johnny Carson predicted Joan Rivers would be a star when she made her first Tonight Show appearance in 1965. She even became Carson's permanent guest host until she jumped ship to launch her own talk show right against Carson's at 11:30. He never spoke to her again. Rivers' show failed, as did all others that tried to dethrone the Tonight Show king.
I watched your hair turn slowly from dark to white. And when I can't sleep, I count your wives at night.
Bette Midler famously serenaded Carson and his 4 marriages during his last show in May 1992.
I think I booked Ozzy and Harry to the Twilight Zone tonight.
His send-off had begun on an earlier show when he sang a duet with Bob Hope.
Sunburns at the shore, nights in Singapore. You might have had a headache, but you never were a bore, so thank you.
After 30 years and 4 Emmys, Johnny left the seat and never looked back, saying thank you to his family, including 2 surviving sons. One child, Ricky, was killed in a car crash the year before.
I realize that being an offspring of somebody who is constantly in the public eye is not easy. So, guys, I want you to know I love you, and I hope your old man hasn't caused you too much discomfort.
His final words to the audience were simple.
I bid you a very heartfelt good night.